I'm Michael Brown, president of the School for Advanced Research in Santa Fe, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this event celebrating 3 years of creative thought. We're gathering tonight to honor creativity, thought, and community, and to celebrate the first 3 years of the Creative Thought Forum at SAR. We're bringing to you an exciting lineup of people who will describe the impact SAR has had on their work, on our community, and beyond. It's through the generous support of people like you that we can come together to discuss issues of broad public concern and have meaningful conversations about topics as wide-ranging as the archaeology of the Southwest, the exploration of a long-hidden metropolis in the Honduran rainforest, and the challenges of language preservation among Ojibwe people in Minnesota, and much, much more. Now, more than ever, the perspectives of scholars and American Indian artists matter. We thank you for joining with us tonight as we honor these talented thinkers and artists. We'll now hear from some of the most notable scholars, writers, and Native American artists who've benefited from the programs that we offer at SAR.
SAR remains unique, and it remains unique because it's a particular crossroads. It's a crossroads for creative work in art, for creative work about art and anthropology, and a place that brings that together in a very, very distinctive regional space, a space where Native American history is so powerfully part of our lives here in New Mexico. SAR has a different and a much more engaged relationship to the community that it's situated in. SAR has a different and much more engaged and unique relationship to the indigenous community that we are part of by where we are located and what the school's intellectual history is, both with the material culture and the Indian Arts Research Center and the expanded outreach to really make this a place where Native American researchers as well as artists have a home alongside other kinds of people who are doing intellectual inquiry. And when you throw into that mix the art part, the part that really is a wild card, the way that it can shake things up, and the way it sort of challenges researchers to be more creative and to put their work in the context of all of the forms of creativity, all the forms of human invention that are ongoing, and the ways that those are powerfully related to solving problems in the contemporary world, and powerfully related to talking to and across and healing all kinds of differences.
I got involved in a collaborative research effort with a nutritional chemist at the Hershey Company. He called me and he said, "You need to sit down." So I sat down and he said, "The results are positive on 3 of the samples, and one of them is the best match he had ever seen for cacao." So it was incredibly exciting.
Hi, this is Doug Preston, and I'm a longtime admirer and friend of the School for Advanced Research. I'm a member of the advisory board, and I previously served on the board of trustees. In my professional life, I'm also the author of 35 books, both fiction and nonfiction, and I write about archaeology and anthropology for the New Yorker and other magazines. SAR is one of the oldest and most significant institutions in Santa Fe, with a remarkable and, to me, quite fascinating history going back over a century. But the reach of SAR is worldwide, with an outstanding reputation across the globe for high-level scholarship and research in the anthropological sciences and Indian arts. In my view, SAR's role in the world is needed now more than ever. SAR essentially does 2 things. First, it documents, explores, and celebrates the incredible diversity and beauty of human cultures across the globe at a time when indigenous languages and cultures are more threatened than ever. And it provides crucial and sometimes life-changing support for contemporary Native American artists who come to SAR to study and work and consult with SAR's peerless and amazing collection of historic Indian pottery, rugs, jewelry, and paintings. For 30 years, I have supported this extraordinary institution, which is doing such transformative work in the world today, and I hope you will join me. Thank you.
How miigwech, hanimaji tang niwi ojibwe majines mietigo windamunugo miigwech and enemigwan bajayan. Minuagoda mad uyan bangi hinendaman dawajke hischige angiban nawajde kenemindwango hanishanabeg. Minuada na naga de wendamang dawajke hischigeng nigan weni sanada deminonisido tadiang minuada bimad sibanagak hanishanabi and wewinan hischigewunan ge. Ninda Shween Wagosh, Indigu Minua, Migizi and Dodem, Wasawadio, Ishkonigan, Wayne Jibayan, Gazagasquaji Mekag, Minua Niminwenda Mapaji Wabu Minagug. English too? All right. They asked me to come share with you tonight. They didn't say anything at all about using a foreign language like English.
This Latino Initiative has such amazing promise to put the SAR really at the center of conversations about Latino heritage and history and culture, which is fluid and constantly changing, which is one of the themes of the talk today. Here in New Mexico, but also in the larger context of the United States and really the Western Hemisphere.
Well, first I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Estella Loreto, and I'm from the Pueblo of Jemez. And in 2001, I was the King Fellow at the SAR, and I was the first sculptor to have been awarded this fellowship. So I was very honored, and I started there, had just moved in, and 9/11 happened. SAR gave me the freedom to go back home to be with my people in Jemez Pueblo. Because I had that time, and I wasn't at the School of American Research, I spent a lot of time in the Pueblo talking to some of the relatives who had gone and hearing their stories. And I was just very honored that they were taking the time to talk with me. And so in their honor as well, and also just to, we're only here on Mother Earth so long, and I'm a sculptor and I can do work now. We're not all going to be here. So I think that the things that we choose to do and the messages that we create to do beauty for Mother Earth, to hopefully help inspire that we need to love one another and respect each other, our differences, and walk on her gently with integrity and love.
Names have always inspired me. The more, I'm aware of people's traditional names, they always have a connection to culture, to language, to a ritual, ceremony, or place. But it all takes you to that place. My grandfather's passed, but he's been a subject matter of mine before, and I feel as though he explains this project to a T. So by having these pieces finished, I'll be able to talk to other cultures, and my big dream is to have it pertain to a great many indigenous people, and how our connection to place is very important, and it's in our culture, and it's in our blood, it's in our lineage, the place that we came from. With this project here at the SAR, I need to express how important native lands are. And it's not just so we have more room to roam, it's actually a respect for the earth. It's a respect so embedded in us that it is a part of us.
And so it's very important that we have this place to have thoughts and ideas by looking at the collections. And then eventually I was selected as the the Dubin Fellow, and that was in 1994, I believe. And so I spent the summer here looking at the collection, and then I also worked on my pottery because I was preparing for Indian Market that August. And so in the process of it, I was able to go into the collection and examine pieces and get influenced by just the alive pieces that were there, not only from my own village, but all the other villages, and including even the jewelry pieces and the Navajo rugs and the paintings. And to me, that represented this valuable bank of information, not only in the physical object, but the intent that these pieces were made from. Because someone's energy, someone's heart, someone's intention, someone's breath went into making all of that. So for me, they felt and they are real. Being here has just been so joyful, and my long-term relationship with the school is even just being here today, I'm so excited to be here. It's fun. It just brings back the memory of being here, and then being thankful for being a part of such an organization, because we as artists also bring our talent, we bring our ancestry, our history, our knowledge, and we are the holders of knowledge in our communities. So we're the equivalent of anthropologists and other scientists who are PhDs in their specialty, and that's what we bring with us. So I'm very honored and enjoy being here and happy to be here.
And I want to thank SAR for this opportunity, which is a life-changing one. So thank you.
I'm tremendously proud of SAR and its 3 years of creative thought. You know, one of the things that SAR does that's remarkable is focusing on cutting edge research. And then one of the things very important to me that I've enjoyed in my visits, and I know many of the public understand and know this, is Native American arts and artists. They really help them out. And I've enjoyed visiting with many of them. And then finally, I just want to say you play such a great role in terms of public education and keeping us informed. Congratulations on all the great things that you do.